Let's go. I got some water in my boot. Oh, that's a lot of kitties. Holy cow. Or cow, I should say. What is up, everyone? So, it's been a while since I did a video on the KLX230 here. So this is a 2021. I think I might have accidentally called it a 2020 in the last video, but it's a 2021 model. And you can see we have the enduro style tires on it. So I wanted to do like a 4-year kind of updated review and just overall analysis of my experience with it. Maybe give you an idea whether or not you should buy one of these used or not. These are probably going for, I don't know, I'd say anywhere from $2,000 if you're lucky to maybe $3,500, $4,000. I haven't really looked at the marketplace on them. So going over some kind of basic modifications and stuff that I've done to it. Nothing engine wise really. I did open up the airbox lid, made a little bit of a cut in it, and drilled some holes in the baffle of the silencer. This rack here is actually from a like 19 to 2021 CRF 250, and I modified it to work with the KLX 230. So this rack was only like 50 bucks, and at the time when we got this, it was brand new. Kawasaki was the only people that were selling them, and they were like 220 bucks. So just cut that tab, moved it forward. It was back here about 3 inches, and yeah, worked out. So also you can see I've got some different bars and stuff on here. The bar clamps themselves are actually from 96 KLX230 motocross bike. Had a little bit of a whoopsie. I decided to ride it in the yard one day after it had rained, and I leaned into a turn too quick and the front tire washed out on me. So bent my bars up. They're somewhere around here. I think I threw them on the parts KLX250 anyway, but had to use the bar clamps from the KLX250, which happen to have the same diameter bolt to go through the upper triple tree clamp there, to accommodate these bigger diameter bars here. So these motocross bars should be a lot more stout than the stock ones that were on it, or any other replacements for it. But anyway, did plan on getting a Fender Eliminator kit for this thing at some point in time. If you guys want to see like a review, installation and review of one of those on Amazon, let me know down in the comments and I'll do one. So did put some LED lights in this thing because the stock lights were pretty dim. A lot of bugs and stuff on there, but there's like a daytime running light right there, and then the main bulb there. So that helped out a lot. Another thing that I've done is a lowering link. So from the factory, these things were really tall. I can't remember exactly what the seat height was, but it was an inch taller than what it is right now. And it was, I'm 5'10", I got pretty long legs. It was a little bit too tall for me even, but yeah, we got the lowering link put on there, and once we lowered it with the lowering link, we had to tighten up the preload on the shock. Kind of a pain. You had to take, I can't remember if it was this side cover or that one off, and then a bunch of other stuff to be able to get to it to tighten up the preload on the shock there, but that helped stiffen it back up to about like what it was factory. I have gotten this thing not super dirty, but I've not cleaned it since having it. Haven't really done a lot of stuff in mud and water and things like that. Mostly street riding, back roads, dirt roads, things of that sort. I also did make this little skid plate down here for it. Made some provisions there so that I can change the oil with the skid plate on there. So yeah, I just had some spare sheet metal lying around. Figured why not? Be good to have. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've done to this thing since having it, other than I think 3 oil changes at this point. Tightened up the chain 3 different times. I'm getting pretty close to needing to tighten it up again. I've only actually got right around 2,500 miles on this thing. 2480, so 20 miles. We'll probably hit that on this ride that we're about to go on, but I've really not had any trouble with this thing. Anyway, I'm gonna get ready to take this thing down some back roads. Hopefully the audio is better this time. It was very, very windy, but I added another sock to the mic that I'm using now, so. This camera mount that I have on right now, I've got this like mesh thing that usually seals off my helmet really good and I don't get as much wind noise, but this mount, it like wraps around that, so I get a lot more wind in my helmet. I sealed off like all the vents on my helmet and everything. I don't know, hopefully that extra sock on there helps. There's some really cool trails and back roads down this way. I don't think I'm gonna go on the one that's like really, really cool because I'm by myself and it's a pretty bad trail and you get no reception out there. Nobody knows I'm going. I would be going out there, so it would not be a good idea. Let's say that. But we'll go down here, take a right, and there's a pretty cool little creek crossing there. Oh yeah, there's a lot of water there too. Let's go. Woo-hoo-hoo, I got some water in my boot. I should have laced them all the way up probably. That was a good bit of water there. Pretty out here, huh? Very pretty. Yeah, we've been getting a ton of rain here. All the Midwest had, really. Oh, that's a lot of kitties. Holy cow. Or meow, I guess I should say. To decide where I would like to go next. There's a pretty cool back road down this way. I don't really remember it that well though, honestly. We'll check it out. This might be the one that I was thinking about earlier that's crazy. See all those hills up there and stuff. One of these roads back here, it's like a gravel dirt road. You're climbing up freaking rutted up hills and stuff like that. I know cameras don't really show depth perception very well as far as like hills, inclination and stuff like that, but Very beautiful land out here, that's for sure. We'll keep riding out this way. See where the road takes us. I think this might be the road that that crazy one is on. The moon cows. Beautiful, beautiful land out here. Like a hairy bison or something. What the heck? Oh, the hairy bison being buffalo. Oh god, maybe sometimes. We got some slow children up here. Slower down by. Slower down. I don't know what to do. It's pretty out here though. I do know that. Where am I going right now? Is this like a road? Or is this a driveway now? This is private property? What's that say? Oh. Yep, that's private property. Oopsie. Alright, I don't know where I'm at. I don't know where to go. Where did I come from? Where did I go? Where did I come from? God, no. I'm just exploring, you know. Just exploring. That is beautiful though. Look at that. Look at it. Just look at that. Fucking in that car. Well, we got denied on that route. I should probably look at my GPS or something, huh? What you guys think? I don't know, I'm getting pretty low on the fuels, I should. Woo. Oh, hey, actually, I've been out here before. I worked on that house up there. Forgot about that. That must be the road I was supposed to take there. bike so fun. So pretty. This is so pretty. Got a creek right there, a nice pretty field, and a sunset happening over there with possibly something that could look like rain. I don't know. Yeah, second gear clutch up, no problem. Third gear, I mean, you could probably preload and dump, do a clutch dump, but that's just a lot of wheel speed for the amount of torque and horsepower and clutch that this thing has. So, you know, mostly just gonna be burning clutch. Third gear wheelie at stock form anyway. Sure, if you put a tune on it, exhaust, pod filter with a good screen, mesh screen over it, maybe we'll be able to do easy clutch up in third. I don't know. Maybe we'll do some mods to this thing in the future and find out. But I didn't want this to be too long of a riding video. Also, really just wanted to test out this mic, see how it's gonna do. Mile an hour is where she hit the rev limiter. If you can pick one of these up for like $3 grand, $3,500, I would say it's definitely worth it. Being used, maybe even being a little bit beat up and cheaper, I would go for it. It's been super reliable bike. Had no issues other than my stupidity washing the front tire out, bending my bars, that type of stuff. But yeah. I am about due for a new rear tire as well, so I don't know that I'm gonna be doing really much off-roading. Like I said, mostly been street riding, so big old chicken strips with the knobs there, as you can see. It is a little bit taller of a bike if you're getting a 2020 or 2021 model. I think 2022s, they changed that height difference, lowered it like an inch or something like that, so you wouldn't have to worry about it. I'm pretty sure anyway. Not too much to say about it really. You see, it can do wheelies. I'm not like a wheelie master or anything like that. I'm not, you know, solid top speed on it, and you know, it's fast enough to get around town. It's not a quick bike, but you know, it's fast enough to get around town, quick enough to zip through traffic and you know, maneuver around back streets to get away from traffic and all that good stuff. You know, I just usually put around on it. You can get anywhere from 40 to 70 miles per gallon on this thing. So you're looking at anywhere from, you know, 80 to 150 miles to a tank. I think it's around a 2-gallon tank. So yeah, other than that, I'll probably be getting a new chain for it here soon, doing another oil change on it. Yep, I'm gonna do it for this video, guys. If you like the video, please hit the thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave those down below. If you feel like I earned your subscription today, go ahead and tap on that sub button down there. I'll see you all in the next one.